Hello, everybody on the Master Sha Tao Healing Center Facebook page. Really welcome you to our wonderful show this evening. Very grateful for you to be here with us. And we have a very exciting show for you with some wonderful information about connecting to your ancestors to light the path in 2021 and beyond. And this is one of our most treasured workshops. It only happens once a year, and we are going to be introducing you to this wonderful workshop tonight. You're going to be hearing from our certified master teacher healer practitioners who facilitate this workshop, as well as some other participants from previous years. I myself have taken this workshop 3 times, and each time it has completely transformed and blessed my entire year. So this is absolutely not to be missed. So welcome, and we just welcome everyone who's joining us live to share in the comments. Who are you? Where are you from? And throughout the program, let us know if you have any comments, questions, inquiries, and more. And it is my greatest honor to introduce to you our first certified master teacher healer practitioner of the Tao Academy and one of our leading teachers here at the Master Sha Tao Healing Center, Toronto. And he has trained over 6,000 soul healing practitioners from around the world. He is also author of Divine Joy and much more. Francisco Quintero. So we are very grateful and excited to have Francisco with us here today.
Hello. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Alexia. So happy to be here with all of you from around the world. Please click the share button to share with your friends and family members so they can also participate in today's session to learn more about connecting with the ancestors. I'll just share with you, I'm originally from California and was working in Germany for many years. And when I moved here to Toronto, and many students would rave about the ancestor workshop. And I was very new to the center, so I got to experience it and to see, why do they enjoy it so much? And one of the things was that people love to connect to the ancestors and to learn about who our ancestors are. What were they doing? And how do they help us? How do they bless us, uplift us? Especially during these difficult times on, challenges that we're having, how can we connect with them and they can help us? So, and then I got to, join Cher, Alan, and Venya and others to lead these workshops, and they are just beautiful and actually fun. They're really fun, actually. So we're going to share with you a little bit of information about, what does it mean to connect to the ancestors? Why do we want to do it? Why is it special? Okay. All of us have ancestors, and, they play a very big role in our lives. There's an ancient spiritual teaching that says that our ancestors, they plant the tree. Okay. They plant the tree, and we enjoy the shade of the tree, And also there's another teaching that says that success, the success comes from the efforts of our ancestors. Okay, so they play a very important role. So Jean is asking a very good question. I never connected to my ancestors. Is it possible? Yes, it is possible. And that's exactly what we're going to do in this workshop. And we're going to teach you also and do practices to help you to connect to your ancestors and to really bring a deep healing and transformation in your life. Okay, so welcome everybody. Continue to share your love and light. And now is a very important time of the year to do that. We always choose this time of January because we want to bring success. We want to bring abundance. But success comes from the efforts also from our ancestors and all the service, all the wonderful things that they've done. And so it's important to honor them, to appreciate them during this time of year. So we're going to be doing that during the event. So, really spending time to go within our hearts and souls, to honor, to appreciate, and to really just connect with them in a way that will allow us to have greater success in our life. Okay, so you're all going to, I believe in my heart, all of you are going to love it. So let us, we're going to now welcome another one of our teachers who has been doing these workshops for quite a long time. And she has a lot of wisdom related to the ancestors. And she's going to explain a little bit more, how we can do that and the significance of connecting to our ancestors. Jean's asking another good question. Sorry to ask, but do we need to have our spiritual channels for this? Because I'm a beginner. Jean, it's perfect for beginners and everyone. We will do practices for every level of student, for beginners, and we will, share, Alan and I, we will be connecting with our spiritual channels to give you actually and let you know who one of your most important ancestors are. So we'll talk about that in a bit. So this workshop is for everyone from beginners to advanced students. It doesn't matter where you are, okay? Danielle said, I believe we are the star of our lineage. They are proud of us and they are always with us. It is an honor to represent them. Wonderful, thank you, Danielle. And Diana said, I joined. I had the opportunity to attend the Ancestors Workshop with the Toronto Center. Awesome and profound. Okay, so let us welcome now Cher O'Rourke as our next master teacher to share her wisdom and light about the ancestors. Welcome, Cher.
Thank you so much, Francisco. And thank you, everybody, for being here this evening. I'm so delighted. This is one of my favorite subjects, one of my favorite workshops. It happens at the beginning of, a new year. And we all need a boost at the beginning of a new year. We need to say goodbye to the last year and make our peace with it and really start fresh. With fresh energy, fresh and creative ideas, and new ways of means, of growing on our spiritual journey, but also growing in our physical, mental, emotional well-being. And one of the best ways to do that is to do the Ancestors Workshop. The name of the workshop is Connect to Your Ancestors to Light Your Path. And that's exactly what our ancestors do. They light our path. I saw Danielle post, I believe we are the star of our lineage. And there's a lot of wisdom in what she says. There are many traditions who really very strongly honor their ancestors. And Danielle comes from one of those traditions. And each new lineage, or the descendants, we are the descendants of our ancestors, are meant to really grow further, evolve further from our ancestors, to grow in our wisdom, in our intelligence, in our service, to humanity and to Mother Earth, to contribute to the best of our ability. Each lifetime is meant for that. And we have our blood ancestry. That's our ancestry, of our parents, our grandparents, our great-grandparents, and so on and so on. But we also have a soul ancestry. We have most important ancestors who we are not related to necessarily. It's possible we could be, but we're not by blood necessarily related to them. And they guide our life, bless our life in a different way, somewhat different way than our blood ancestry does. We inherit so many wonderful things from our blood ancestry, and maybe some challenging things also from our blood ancestry. We inherit the DNA and the RNA, and we may inherit the beautiful blue eyes, great hair, certain talents, maybe to sing or play the piano, etc., do mathematics, who knows. But we can also, inherit some disease potentially, through the lineage. And so having that relationship, connecting to them, communicating with them, doing forgiveness with them, having gratitude for them, because they struggle just like we struggle. They succeed just like we succeed. And they are creating our present and our future. So it's so important that we develop these relationships. Our most important ancestors are blessing our lives with their light, their wisdom, and their service. And generally speaking, our most important ancestor has done something of significance in the physical world, in the spiritual world. And I'm going to share with you when I learned who my first most important ancestor was, because it was such a significant moment in my life. It was several years ago now. I can't remember the year, but several years ago, we were doing a retreat outside of Toronto, in the country, and this beautiful place in the summertime. And we were really having a wonderful time. Francisco was there. He wasn't living here at the time, but he was visiting. And he gave me a reading. And he said to me, "Cher, your most important ancestor is Master Sha." And I just was, what? I was so excited. I was so moved. I was so touched. And he did a special reading for me. And it really opened my heart in a way that it had not been opened before. So, of course, I took that, to heart. I took that information, and I really began, I think, to deepen my spiritual journey, my understanding of it, and really settled into connecting with Master Sha and all that he is in a way that I hadn't before. And this can be true for each one of you, who join this event. Those who have joined before, you've shared how much it meant to you to find out about this special person. And also how connecting with our ancestors can really teach us about what it means to walk this path with them alongside of us, supporting us, encouraging us, sharing with us the wisdom that they carry, the struggles that they've had, but also the joys that they've had. And this energy is so significant, so important for our life, our health, and our well-being. We need to know about it, actually. I knew very little about my blood ancestry. I know very little about them, and I've learned so much more through doing these events and connecting with them on a soul level, on a heart level, because physically I didn't know them. So that's a little bit about my journey in this workshop. You can tell I'm excited about it. We love it so much. And we love everybody who joins, because we get so excited about doing these readings and making the connections with all of you. So I want to invite somebody now who has done the Ancestor Workshop and who's going to share with you a little bit about her experience, what it meant to her. And in her sharing, we can all relate to what it means. So I'm going to actually invite Heike to please come on, Heike, and share with us. Welcome, Heike. So great to see you.
I'm so honored to be here and share what I have enjoyed so much. And I can't thank you enough, Master Shah, for it's not so serious. This is just a fun thing. And what it gave me was understanding my life journey. Like, for example, one of my first most important ancestor, we had a part, we actually were ancestors, we were related more than once. One that this person was my mother. And the second time, we used to go around singing for healing people. And it explained to me, as I was growing up, I always loved to sing. And we had a most amazing teacher at my school. And we did outside of school, we had events with singing that, like the 1st of May, growing up in Germany. And it all would fall into place. And now being in chanting and singing for healing, it all falls in place. I'm in the right place. I feel so excited about it. But then there's another part. I also learned the mistakes that have been made by my ancestor, by myself, and the opportunity that it gives me to go deeper in my forgiveness practice, to smooth my journey. And I'm so grateful for that. Then another ancestor touched another passion of mine. I'm an acupuncturist and I work with herbs and healing. And this ancestor had a very high position, was a saint who was highly recognized in the healing field. And he was a saint for herbs and garden. And it all linked with my joys in my life. And when I do my practices, I call on these special souls. And I've had profound experiences. At one time, I felt a blessing coming that was so powerful. So I can't thank these wonderful master teachers who have the gift to bring this to us and to be that bridge. And I recommend this class to whoever, because it's so enriching and it can change your life and smooth your journey, but also bring joy and a depth that you may not have had before. So I'm very grateful to be here to share, and thank you so much for this opportunity.
Thank you so much, Heike, for your beautiful sharing. I couldn't agree more with what you've just said. To know our ancestors actually is to know ourselves.
Yes.
Is to deepen our understanding of ourselves and our life purpose. What are we doing here? And to help us understand why we think, the way we do, why we act the way we do.
Yes.
And how our ancestors want us to do better. They want us to grow. And it's so joyful. We laugh in this workshop, we cry in this workshop, we share, and it really becomes a beautiful, community of souls gathering together. So thank you so much, Heike. Much appreciated.
I'm so grateful for the opportunity, and also just to encourage everyone who listens to this to really sign up for this class, because it reaches out to the soul worlds and it becomes a bridge. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. So I'm going to hand it back over to Francisco now. Please welcome back, Francisco.
Welcome. So before you go, Cher, though, I have a question. There's some comments about, like, I have no idea who my ancestors are. Like, can you share for somebody who has never really felt connected to their ancestors or knew who their ancestors were? What can they benefit from this workshop?
Thank you. Well, that was me because, as I said, I didn't know my grandparents at all on either side. They had all died before I was born. And so I didn't know great grandparents. I heard some stories, but not very much. I don't have very much information at all. And the little bit of information I had, when we did some of the meditations, when we did some of the practices, when we began to connect, either led by Francisco or Alan or myself or, Venier, when we began to go into the meditations and connect on a heart level, on a soul level, information began to come to me. And I'm not talking necessarily about, practical information, although there was some of that. And so don't worry, I saw somebody post, but my spiritual channels aren't open. It doesn't matter. A lot of what came to me was on the feeling level. And what I realized, with those feelings were some of the experiences that my ancestors had gone through, and that they had a lot of courage and they had a lot of strength to overcome a lot of difficulty and obstacles. And I know, and that spoke to how I have the strength to go through, challenges in my own life and that I've had in the past. So you will learn how to communicate no matter what information you have at hand.
Beautiful. Thank you, Cher. And Rosetta is saying, I'm looking forward to the workshop. I would love to know my ancestors. Yes, we are going to do a spiritual reading to release one of your ancestors during this workshop. Thank you, Cher. And Milana said also, I have taken this workshop and was amazed to learn who they were. As Heike mentioned, it explained some of the traits I had in myself. It explained my affinity to some things. It is a workshop that I also look forward to. The ancestors come forward with the messages for us. Yes, so we're going to receive messages from our ancestors. And these messages help to guide our life. They help to guide our new year. They help to support us, to empower us. So that's one of the things that we'll be doing, okay? Great. So let us now welcome another beloved teacher with great wisdom who will share his experiences. He's also led these workshops for many years now, and he will share some wisdom also on our ancestors. So let us welcome Alan Chuck. Welcome, Alan.
Thank you, Francisco, Cher, Heike, everyone. Welcome from my heart to everyone. And yes, I am really excited personally because I actually have not taught this workshop for a few years. So I'm really excited to be supporting Francisco and Cher in this first workshop for 2021. Now, I think everybody who's spoken has covered a lot of the essentials very well. So I'm not really sure what I can add, but 2020 has been a challenging year for many of us in many ways. Maybe in our physical health, our emotional, mental health, our finances, our relationships, and some of us may have been challenged in all of those areas of our life. Very challenging year. But hopefully, you've also used some of these challenges and met some of these challenges and turned them into opportunities for growth. Maybe to learn and do some self-healing practices, or maybe to put more focus on your spiritual journey, do more spiritual practices, learn more spiritual wisdom. Now, all of this, we can support you at the Master Sha Tao Center in Toronto. But 2021, I don't know that 2021 will be any less challenging than 2020. We certainly hope it will be, but I'm not so sure. And if you have more tools, more abilities to meet the challenges that you now have, or to meet the challenges that will come in the next year, and turn them into opportunities for growth, for healing, for transformation, then I think you'd be very happy to have those kinds of tools. And this workshop can help you do that. Because, first of all, you will learn about the importance of your ancestors. You will connect with them through us. And it's a good way also to close the year as we begin the new year. As Master Sha has taught, every ending is a beginning, and every beginning is an ending. So we can always look at the movement from one year to a new year to the next year as an ending and a beginning at the same time. And this will help you begin the year on absolutely the right foot and get you in the right direction. When you think about our physical ancestors, we have 2 parents, 4 grandparents, and I'm kind of like Cher. I knew my paternal grandparents. They actually lived with us for some time, but I never knew anything about my maternal grandparents and nothing at all about the generations before them. But think about it, 2 parents, 4 grandparents, 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents, and on and on and on. How many ancestors do we have in just one physical lifetime? So in that sense, we're all kind of like lucky accidents. If one of those ancestors had taken a different turn in life, we might not be here who we are right now at this moment. But all those ancestors have something to contribute to who we are, just in our physical DNA. But then if you believe in other lifetimes, if you believe in past lifetimes, we usually don't have the same father or the same mother in our different lifetimes. So think about not only one family tree that we have now, but think about all the different family trees that we've had and all our different possible past lifetimes. Think about that. We have like countless ancestors. And one realization that brought to me is a deeper realization of oneness. We all have common ancestors as well. And in fact, science, I read a while ago that scientists have tracked all our genetic code and things, and they have concluded that we all have one common ancestor. So as far as Adam and Eve are concerned, there is an Eve, scientifically speaking. But scientists have concluded that we all have a common female ancestor that lived in sub-Saharan Africa, like, I don't know, hundreds of thousands or millions of years ago. So it gives me personally a deeper sense of connection, a deeper sense of oneness. And that helped me, and I believe it can help you to grow my heart, to increase my love, my compassion, and more. To realize that the distinctions I make, the judgments I make as a human being in my humanness, that they're false. They're not really real. They're not really true. So if that appeals to you, I think this workshop can definitely help you in the same way. But when you learn one of your most important ancestors, as you've heard from everybody who shared so far, that can be really like inspiring. That can be really mind-blowing. It could be surprising. It could give you a lot of aha moments and aha realizations, as has been shared. But even if you, like Jean said, you don't have your spiritual channels open, just to know that then you can connect with that ancestor in a direct way. You can ask for blessings. They are blessing you. But just to know that one important ancestor, you can connect more directly, heart to heart, and get additional blessings. And as you open your spiritual channels, guidance, much more for your life. So I'm really excited, as I said. And for me personally also, as has been shared, a couple of my most important ancestors really explain a lot about my life, my affinities, and many things that I liked from a very young age as a child. I don't know. Why did I go in that direction? Why did I like them? Why do I still like them, 70 years later as an adult? Your most important ancestor can shed a lot of light on your life, and not only on understanding your life, but shed a lot of light in terms of blessing your life as well. So I welcome all of you. I hope to see all of you there, and bring your friends, bring your loved ones, and they can get the same benefits. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. And I'll hand it back to Francisco.
Thank you, Alan. Beautiful. A lot of wisdom there. Thank you, Alan. So Nishad said, the Ancestors Workshop is the first ever workshop I joined with the Toronto Center, and it is such a beautifully new foundation for my life and my spiritual journey. It's so grounding to connect deeper with my roots, and I've looked forward to the year coming full circle back to where I started. Looking forward to see you, Nisha. Wonderful. And then I saw some good questions. You guys have very good questions today. Tash was saying, I'm having had millions of incarnations and been born with different families. Which ones are my ancestors in this life? So, we have different, Alan mentioned it right now, that there's two types of ancestors. One is our immediate, like we call it, your immediate ancestors. So it's your family, like your grandparents, your great-grandparents, and so on. So that's the physical life. In physical life, those were your ancestors in this life. Then you also have past life incarnations, where you've had multiple, hundreds of lifetimes, and all of those lineages of family members, So when we look at the big picture, you've had a lot of ancestors, and some of those could have been very interesting people. Some of those could have, been people who have accomplished many things on Mother Earth. And, during the workshop, when Jean asked a question about, about the readings, what we do is we give every participant the name of one of your ancestors. So we'll usually, like late at night, we'll sit together and we'll look and do a reading for every participant. No matter how many participants have joined, if there is 500, we'll get some support from our other master teachers. That would be wonderful. And we do a reading for the name. So what you will receive in the workshop is we will reveal to you through our spiritual channels one name of one of your important ancestors. There will be additional services where you can register for a personal reading. That is separate. That will be, a separate honor fee for that. So you, as part of the workshop, you get the reading of your ancestor, the name of your ancestor, and then those who want to go deeper and wanting to know more about the particular ancestor, there will be a service that people can register for in addition. Okay. Wonderful. And then I see a lot of great comments on here. And then another one, Jennifer said, will we be able to find out one of our main ancestors? Yes, we will receive the names of one of our ancestors. And it's always a big surprise. People have a great time to learn about that. Wonderful. So we're going to bring on one of our participants from the past, and she's going to share her experience and her story. Let's bring on Helen now at this time. Welcome, Helen.
Hi, Master Francisco. How are you?
Very good. Welcome. Thank you for taking the time.
I'm very honored to be here. Thank you. This is my first time sharing, so thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I've actually wanted to participate, but it's been very hard with the schedule. So thank you so much. This was my first workshop. I took it last year in January sometime or February. And I didn't know what to expect from it, to be honest. I just started the journey in November. So, it's been almost a year and a month now, right? So I went in there thinking, okay, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see. And, Master Share's right. There were tears coming down. There was laughter going on. And I felt so comfortable, when I was taking the workshop. And, when I was younger, I always wanted to help people. I found myself wanting to help people. And then when I received who my ancestor was, I realized, oh, that's why the high level spiritual being I received was, okay, I see now, I understand. And, I was very lucky in the way that I requested for a special reading on my ancestor, and I got a blessing as well. And then after that, I spent some time with Master Vanier, and Master Vanier gave me some information on how I can connect deeper with my ancestor. So I worked on my foundation, and since I worked on my foundation, I felt more connected to my ancestor. And one situation that occurred before the first lockdown in March, I was lying in bed and I woke up and I was thinking, I'm like, I think I need to teach love, peace, harmony to my kids in the school. I'm a music teacher working at TDSB. Well, I was a music teacher. Now I'm teaching grade 4, but I'm still teaching love, peace, harmony to the kids. So I woke up and I thought, you know what? I think I need to teach love, peace, harmony. And it fully got confirmed when I connected with my ancestor. I received the message where I said, you have to teach love, peace, harmony. It is urgent. You need to teach it today. And I taught love, peace, harmony the whole day to all my classes, to all 8 classes. And then after that, it was March break. And then after that, the lockdown occurred. So it's amazing how I received guidance and I followed through with it. And I had this feeling, as what Master Cher was saying, you got to have this feeling sometimes, even if you're like, I didn't have my spiritual channels open. I didn't. I had a feeling. And then I got that confirmation when I communicated, and then I was like, okay, so I have the strong confirmation now. I have to do this. And so it followed through. And since then, the kids have been singing love, peace, harmony. They still once in a while keep in touch with me. They say they're so grateful for me teaching them love, peace, harmony to them. So, honestly, it changed my life. All these workshops I've taken, especially this ancestor workshop, not only has it changed my life, but I believe it has changed the students' lives. It has changed their families. Knowing that they are singing love, peace, harmony, they feel more love and more at peace and harmony in the household. Everyone, even my kids in my grade 4 class, they still feel it. The parents, they're so grateful. They're like, my child sings love, peace, harmony all the time. I even had one child tell me, I've learned to cope with my anger now by singing love, peace, and harmony.
Wow.
So, it's amazing. And I'm so grateful for this beautiful journey I'm on and so grateful for this workshop. If you can take it, because it is life-changing. And not only is it life-changing for you, but it can be life-changing for everyone around you, whatever you may be doing. You may be getting guidance for it. So thank you so much. Honestly.
Beautiful. Thank you, Helen. It sounds so transformative. Thank you for taking the time to share your story, Helen. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Wow. Amazing. These stories are just absolutely amazing. You could feel the joy, the excitement from Heike, from Helen. Wow, that can be transformative, to learn about your ancestors, to connect with them. They really help us to guide our life. Okay, so wonderful. So what we're going to do next, we're going to let me announce the workshop. That way you can mark it on your calendars, everybody. It's called Connect to Your Ancestors to Light Your Path. We're going to post the link on the Facebook page. You could also go to our Facebook page for Master Sha's TaoCentreToronto. There's links there. So connect to your ancestors to light your path. Cultivate compassion and courage to move with grace into 2021. Yes, I can't believe it's going to be 2021 already. Can you believe that? So this is a great time to start your year. And it's on January 2nd and the 3rd, okay, Saturday and Sunday. So that's a wonderful time right after the new year to be with us, to be in the field of the Tao calligraphies, and to also connect to your ancestors and to bring that light to bless your new year. It's going to be very amazing. Okay, so what we're going to do next is I'm going to do a short guided meditation to help us prepare to connect with our ancestors, okay? So let us sit up straight. Your hands, just put them in your lower abdomen. Relax. Just go within now, okay? Relax the crown of your head, your neck. Relax your shoulders. And relax your lower abdomen. All the way down to the bottom of your feet. Totally relax, everyone. And feel your heart open. And beautiful light is just radiating from your heart. Give love to your ancestors. Think about your parents, your grandparents. Maybe you know your great-grandparents. Just feel, give love, and radiate love to each of them. Take a nice deep breath and allow the heart to open. Deep breath. Breathe out. And now visualize a beautiful green meadow. It's springtime and it's so beautiful and so radiant. And you're walking along this beautiful green meadow. The sun is shining. And you can hear the birds singing. Out in the distance is a very big tree, like a big oak tree. And you're going to walk towards that tree. You're walking closer and closer. And you feel the presence of this big, large oak tree. The energy is grounding you, opening your heart, nourishing you. As you walk closer and closer, you realize that someone is there. One of your ancestors is here to say hello to you. You walk closer and closer, and then you see this person. This is an important ancestor. Their heart is very open. They're very loving and compassionate. You walk closer and closer, and you feel a special connection. And you look at this person. This is one of your ancestors. Say hello to one of your most important ancestors. Dear my ancestor, I love you. I'm very happy to meet you today. Thank you. And just feel your heart open. Ask for a message. Do you have a message for me? And listen with your heart. Just feel the message. Even if you don't hear a word, just feel the love that radiates from this being. Receive the message with your heart. Your ancestor is giving you a message to help guide you. Say thank you to them. Thank you, my ancestor. And feel your heart just open further. Your ancestor sends their love, their light into your life to help you to close the end of the year, to let go of any pain, any challenge. The ancestor sends the love and light to you. Your whole body is radiating light. Say thank you to your ancestor. Express your gratitude, your appreciation. Take a nice deep breath, and we say thank you to the ancestor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love you, love you, love you. Okay, open your eyes, move your body. So I hope you had a chance to connect to an ancestor. And if you didn't, that's also okay. During the workshop, we'll go deeper into the practices to help you open up to be able to make that connection, and we'll assist you in that process as well. Okay, take a moment to go to the chat and share your experience right now of this short meditation. And it's always beautiful during the Ancestors Workshop. We create a very positive field, a field of love, of compassion, of light to help us to open so that we can receive. Our ancestors are always, connected to us, but sometimes we have a hard time receiving their messages or receiving their love and their light, which is very important for us, as we go into 2021, to bring more light into 2021 so that it will allow us to have greater success. Okay. So I see lots of comments there regarding Helen sharing, amazing sharing. Incredible story, Helen. One positive realization can have many ripples to those around you and beyond. Thank you, Pompeo. So continue to share, everybody. Okay, so Iru said, I loved the meditation. I saw Jesus Christ and he was giving me love and telling me to move along to serve humanity. Wonderful. Thank you, Iru, for sharing. Our ancestors, as Alan was saying, we're so connected, you know, and we've had many past lives. So we've experienced many cultures, many different groups of people from different, you know, throughout history. So our ancestors could literally be anyone. Okay, Heike said, I had chills going through my whole body and could feel my heart opening. Diana Victoria, this meditation made me very emotional, seeing someone is truly waiting to connect and come forward to support. Thank you. Tash said, I did not see or receive a message, but I had an aha moment. I saw the connection between my two Shifus. Shifu is a spiritual teacher in heaven, and the ancestor I know. Wow, that's a very good connection, Tash. Okay, so, you know, there's a special connection to our, you know, many of us are connected to spiritual fathers and mothers in heaven, like angels, saints, and Buddhas, you know, our guides. And, you know, they are also very deeply connected to us. And you're going to learn more about that during the workshop, okay? Zakota said, this is Zakota. Wow, such a powerful practice. By the tree, I saw many faces and many forms. The form settles on the face of an ancient Chinese saint, a Tao saint. He gave me a message that contentment is the most powerful state. To be in the zhong is in the abdomen, throughout the day, to be in the practice more frequently, and I will be in peace. So grateful and timely for this time. I'm so grateful. Robin said, my father came to see me. He passed away 15 months ago. I did not feel like closure of the year. I'm very grateful. Sending love to you, Robin. Beautiful message to connect to our ancestors, you know. Sometimes our family members, you know, we can receive messages from them as well. I just read two more. Melissa said, I probably should take this workshop because my heart has been closed to my ancestors. And I have even felt resentment toward these ancestors from this lifetime, even though I never knew them. Yes, Melissa, that's a very good point. Sometimes we do need healing. Sometimes we need to heal our heart. Or sometimes we need to have compassion for our ancestors. Sometimes we need to understand their suffering. Okay, and the workshop will also focus on healing our pain, our blockages with that. Okay, and Pompeo said, near the end of the guided meditation, I saw my ancestor touch the crown of my head, and a wave of light washed down my body and surround me like an outline. I started to realize the ancestor is me. Wonderful. Then I realized that my partner is me too, and all people. Wonderful, great, thank you. Wonderful, thank you. Continue to share, everybody. Okay. So here is what we're going to do now. I'm going to select someone who has shared today to be a lucky raffle winner. You're going to win the workshop as a gift. Okay, so I'm going to go to the people who have been sharing, and write this down. So the name that I call, I'm going to make a little raffle. I'm going to do a spiritual raffle. I'm going to check to see which person has won one free guest pass to the workshop. And you're going to email TaoCentreToronto@drshaw.com. That's TaoCentre Toronto@drshaw.com. Okay, so let me just check who's going to be the lucky winner. So give me 1 second. I'm going to scroll through all the names of people that have been sharing for today. It's going to be very exciting. Okay, again. So our lucky person is going to be, are you all ready? Okay, it's going to be Melissa Young. Okay, congratulations. Make sure connect with Master Sha Tao Center Toronto, and you'll be our lucky guest. Lucky guest for the workshop this time. Okay, so let us bring back Alan or Cher to see if they have any final words, and then we'll have Alexia share some details about the event that's coming up. Okay, welcome back, Cher and Alan.
No, thank you. Just join us. We can't wait to join you and all our ancestors.
Yes, absolutely. I love your sharing, everybody. I'm reading everyone's posts and I can feel your excitement. I think you could probably feel our excitement too. I like what you said, Pompeo, because we are one. Ultimately, we are one. And, this event helps us to learn how we are one and helps us to move much more fully into our hearts in knowing each other and supporting each other on this journey, on this amazing journey. So I look forward to seeing you all there. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. So thank you, everyone. And we'll see you all January 2nd and 3rd. And let's have now, welcome back, Alexia. Thank you, everyone.
Hello, everybody, and thank you so much. Thank you so much, Francisco and Alan and Cher, and thank you to Heike and Helen and everyone that joined us today to share, and all of you watching. Thank you so much to everyone that shared in the comments, and congratulations to Melissa. You can email us to redeem your special guest pass. And to everyone who has been joining us and welcoming us today, you can click the link in the description of this video to register. This workshop is coming up on January 2nd and 3rd. And it is definitely one that you do not want to miss. It is an incredible way to start the year. There are recordings available for 2 weeks, so you're able to access this workshop if you're not able to join live. And it is just absolutely wonderful. So thank you so much to everyone who's joined with us today, who's been here, whether you've joined us live or you're watching this on the recording. And we so look forward to seeing you and welcoming you at the Master Sha Tao Center Toronto on January 2nd and January 3rd. So click the link in the description of this video to register, and we will see you there. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. Continue to share this video with your loved ones and anyone that may enjoy this workshop. So wishing you all a beautiful afternoon, evening, morning, whenever it is that you're watching this, from wherever you are in the world. Really, really love you so very much. And we'll see you soon. Take care, everybody.